Why is it always the two of you, Constable? Explain that.
Bad karma.
Don't get smart with me now, Constable Graham.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
Is Lana certain it's murder?
Positive, ma'am.
And she can connect the murder to the Rose investigation?
In a way.
Fine, so be it. She's an official consultant.
Great. Thanks, Inspector.
Don't get yourself into trouble. We'll be there as soon as the roads are cleared.
Yes, ma'am.
And I want regular updates.
Absolutely, ma'am.
And Drake, look after Lana. Her father's worried.
I will. Everything's good, Lana.
And Inspector Reynolds?
She gave us an all clear until morning.
Good. Let's get the stage set up for our killer.
I don't get why we can't have our phones back.
They probably don't want this getting out, though it's not like Jane had any family, she only had me.
Damn, I'm sorry, Lucy.
Director Smith, are you okay? You look awfully pale.
I can't believe Jane would... Oh.
It's my fault. I hadn't seen it coming. I should have known.
Maybe there was no way of knowing.
What do you mean?
Look at the stage, the constable and the detective. Something must not be quite right.
Of course it's not. Our lead actress just jumped off the balcony while everyone watched.
Is that what really happened?
Because of the unfortunate nature of the incident, we're going to have to ask all of you to keep away from contacting anyone outside this mansion just yet. Your phones will be returned when the police arrive.
And when's that?
At least till sunset. The storm from earlier had the river overflowing. Roads are cut off. Until then, by order of City of Glasgow Police, I am put in charge. I just ask that we all remain calm, and in the meantime, please be respectful and avoid stepping outside into the garden area. Security will be asking small groups into the dining room for your personal statements.
I was right. I don't believe Jane Costa's death was an accident.
We've interviewed everyone now. Are you certain those four are the ones you want?
Yes, we need them.
You already know who did it, don't you?
I've got an idea, yes. But until I have the full picture, I'll keep it to myself, Drake. It's better if one of us has an open mind.
I'm fine with that. How will we do this? Talk to them?
Yes, but this time we'll do it here, in the theatre.
Something happened here, something that was connected to Jane's death?
If I'm right, this should unsettle the killer. Is that them?
Aye, Smith, Maria, Jake and Lucy. You got this, Lana.
What is the meaning of this, Miss Detective? I thought you and your friend the Giant already questioned us.
They obviously narrowed the killer down to the four of us.
Killer?
Is that right, Lana?
I'm afraid so.
That is ridiculous. All of us were in the gardens when it happened.
Just because we didn't see anyone on the balcony doesn't mean she wasn't murdered.
Murdered?
You have no right to question us.
I am a private detective, representing my father's firm at the sole request of the deceased Jane Costa.
Jane hired you? The Blue Roses?
Not that silly thing. It's just a prank from someone on set.
You're wrong. It's more than just that. The person behind it is the one responsible for Jane's murder.
It can't be.
It's yours, isn't it?
Blue Rose?
Freshly left in Jane's room today. They're very rare, special. The meaning behind them is love at first sight. Am I right, Mr. Smith?
Yes. Jane was beautiful. Such gentleness and that voice. She was special. She had the potential to be the next Norma Jean, to have crowds follow her every move and fall in love at first glance. Jane had it. She was going to be my biggest discovery. I wanted her to realise how special she was, to break out from whatever it was that kept her from flourishing in front of the camera. But lately, she grew distant. It was as if dark clouds followed her around everywhere. She wasn't the girl I saw at the auditions. She was just a mere shadow of her.
So you decided to take matters into your own hands?
I wanted to bring that bright smile back, to ease her worries. I didn't kill her.
No, you obviously didn't.
What?
Smith had cleaners leave a rose on fresh tiles in her bathroom. That's all he did. But someone else took this as a perfect opportunity to mess with Jane. You had no idea the roses were moved around, left on her bed when she slept in her wardrobe.
No, I just wanted my muse back. Who would do something that horrible?
The killer?
Yes, that was one of their first plots, to hopefully scare her off. But it didn't work. They went further.
Why did you have us meet here, Lana?
Let me start with the facts. We all saw Jane fall off the balcony.
Jump.
No one was seen up with her, and we had around 100 guests confirm that. At that time, I saw Lucy in the crowd talking on the phone. You were crying. Maria and the director were both a few meters behind us in the crowd, and according to Maria, Jake was at the very back, arguing heatedly with someone. Is that right?
Yes. No, I didn't see who it was.
What does this prove? That none of us could have done it?
Not necessarily. Let's go back earlier in the night. Jane left at 11:30. She was meeting someone. For a fact, we know she came down here to the theatre. A young couple hid for some alone time and saw Jane enter behind the curtain. She was alone, and after 15 minutes, she left and came back to the ballroom.
Yes, and we saw that too. We were there.
And that's where you're wrong.